Yeah. Let's take them back.
Welcome to 2017 Cap City's Finest Draft Order Selection Show, audited by KTMG. I'm Jake, and that's Tyler. Welcome to, here we are, the kickoff of the fantasy football season.
We have a new draft box this year, green and red, to symbolize that this draft means basically Christmas to us. So we're ready to roll here. This is regulation size. This is an old Milk Bowens container for my dogs. So washed and cleaned and ready to go. We're going to put all 10 balls in the box to start. We got Evan Osborne, Tyler Feen, Will May,
Reigning champion, wow.
Mike O'Leary, Jacob Wilkinson, Zach Pratt, Dan Brennan, Justin Myers, Robbie Robinson, and Matt Blank. All right, we'll count down from 10 to 1, starting with 10.
All right,
Give it
here
a
we
good
go.
shake. We'll start with the 10th pick. So the 10th pick in this year's draft will be Robbie Robinson.
Robbie. You think he's talked to Tony Romo?
He has probably been in contact with Tony Romo for
Zeke might fall all the way to 10 for him, so that might be good.
Mr. Robinson was 6-7 last year. He was the 5 seed in the playoffs. He did win his first playoff game, but then he lost in his Final Four matchup. He has a few nice keeper options. Ezekiel Elliott in the first, Devontae Adams undrafted. That's a nice one. Or Tyreek Hill undrafted.
Oh, go
Another
Chiefs.
nice one.
Yeah.
So a few good options there.
He's got 2 championships, you know, he knows how to do it. So.
Solid player, that Robbie Robinson.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
All right, next up. Number 9 pick. Zach Pratt.
Zach Pratt.
ZP finished 6-7 last year in 8th place. He barely missed the playoffs. Looking to bounce back this year. He's got a couple of nice keeper options. Le'Veon Bell in the 2nd, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Derek Carr in the 13th. A couple of options there.
He misses Terrell Pryor from the Browns already. See that catch?
Oh, that was a nice one-hander.
Right? Woo.
That was very nice.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, he's got 1 title, 2010.
Looking to return to glory.
He's always looking to, after a tough year last year.
Number 8 pick. Here we go. Number 8 will be Dan Brennan. Dan had a nice season last year. Mr. Brennan finished 9-4, the number 2 seed. Did win the first round bye in the playoffs, but then he lost in his Final Four matchup. So, looking to bounce back. Mr. Brennan has DeMarco Murray in the 5th.
Okay.
Ty Montgomery undrafted.
Oh, wow.
Or Dak Prescott undrafted. Few nice options there.
Yeah, only member of the league to not win a championship at this point.
Okay.
Dan.
It's his year. He's due.
Yeah,
All right.
he's
Number
due.
7 pick. Here we go. 7th pick will be Evan Osborne. Evan had a disappointing season last year. Mr. Osborne finished 3-10 in 10th place. Obviously missing the playoffs there. Now he does have a couple of nice keeper options. Jay Ajayi in the 11th.
He's already been pumping that one.
Matt Ryan in the 16th.
Oh, nice.
Good ones
Big
there.
year last year for Matt Ryan. He was last in points scored last year.
Ooh.
And he's a recent champion in 2014, so we'll see if he can return.
He did win the vest though, so
He
look at
did,
the bright
yeah.
side.
He looks good in that vest.
He'll be styling at the draft this year. All right, number 6. Here we go with number 6. Will be Mike O'Leary.
Mike O'Leary. Wow. He needs it for the Twins.
This is for
He
the
needs
Twins.
the
Mr. O'Leary finished 6-7 last year. He did just squeak into the playoffs as the number 6 seed, although he lost his first matchup. So
Oh, yeah.
a little bit of a disappointment there for Mr. O'Leary. Couple of nice keeper options. Mike Evans in the 2nd, Travis Kelce in the 6th,
Oh, okay.
or Isaiah Crowell, undrafted.
Undrafted, wow.
Crowell of the newly revamped offensive line Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
Might be a nice one.
They like to run the ball up there. And Yeah, he's won title in 2006. He was in on the playoffs on the new points scored rule,
That's right.
but he also had the least points against. So who's to say that's justice? I'm not sure about it.
Yours truly was screwed by that rule. All right, here
Yes,
we
you
go.
were.
Fifth pick will be number 5. Tyler Fiend.
There he is, the host
All
himself.
my own number. Mr. Fiend finished 7-6 last year. Yes, a better record than some playoff teams. However, with the new rule, that was good for 7th place, just barely missing the playoffs. Keeper options: Michael Thomas in the 10th,
Oh wow.
Jordan Howard undrafted, or Mike Gillisley undrafted.
Oh wow, that's some running back
Pretty nice
options.
options there.
Yeah, with 3 titles. He was 3rd in points against last year, so that didn't really help his record, even though he had a better record than a couple of playoff.
The rules are the rules.
Look at the integrity there. Wow.
The number 4 pick.
Feels good about this.
Number 4 will be Jacob Wilkinson.
Oh, wow.
Number 4. Mr. Wilkinson, a disappointing season last year at 4-9. Good for 9th place. Missed the playoffs. Few good keeper options: Jimmy Graham in the 11th, Jameis Winston 13th, Cameron Meredith undrafted.
Yeah, I have a few ideas. We'll see.
All right, it's down to
The top 3 left.
3 picks. What do we have left here? We got
Matt Blank,
Matt Blank, Will May,
Will May.
and
Yeah, the top 2 finishers last year are still left. This is crazy.
Justin Myers.
Justin Myers.
All right, here we go. Number 3 pick. Justin Myers.
There he is.
Number 3.
Recent championship in 2012. 9th most points against last year. So that new rule.
Mr. Myers finished 7-6. He got the number 4 seed, but lost his first round matchup. He has Antonio Brown in the 1st, probably not likely with the number 3 pick. Aaron Rodgers in the 3rd, or Jamison Crowder undrafted at some of the
Jamison Crowder.
All right, we're down to
Crowder.
2. We're down to
Will May.
Will May and Matt Blank.
The 2 that met in the finals last year.
A rematch of the championship, and coincidentally, they had the number 2 and number 3 picks last year.
Oh
We're
wow.
going to have the 1 and 2 this year. So,
I think didn't Myers have the first pick last year, or
Myers
repeating the 1, 2,
last year
3?
was Myers 1, Will May 2, and Blank 3.
Oh wow.
So
Who are
the
the
same top 3.
Yeah, who are the Cleveland Cavaliers in this league?
That's right. So here we go. 2 picks left. This is number 2. Number 2 will be Will May.
Oh yeah,
Number 2 pick.
definitely. Everyone's got to check out his dog's Instagram page.
Oh no.
Gotta figure-
Dog's got his Instagram
I'll
page.
probably put that in the email.
All right.
That means
That means
Matthew.
Matthew Blank, well, the number 1 pick. Mr. Blank was 8-5 last year, the number 3 seed. Lost in the championship to Mr. Will May. Mr. Blank has Stephon Diggs in the 8th, Kirk Cousins in the 12th, Tyrell Williams undrafted, Marcus Mariota undrafted, some nice options there. And Will May has Melvin Gordon in the 5th, Tom Brady in the 7th, or Terrell Pryor in the 16th.
Oh yeah,
So
that's nice.
the championship teams from last year get the number 1 and 2 pick.
So that's the order, folks.
All right, so we'll start the keeper selection process whenever Mr. Blank is ready. We'll go 1 to 10 declaring keepers, and then we'll see you at the draft on Tuesday, August 29th. Thank you. Peace out.